Hey everybody, welcome to week 2 of Advanced Topics in Learner Diversity. I just wanted to give you a quick rundown of what is up for this week. So this week we're going to be reading 2 articles by Gloria Ladson-Billings and Kevin Wellner and his colleagues. The first author in the second piece is LaCour. But Kevin Wellner does work out of Colorado looking at equalizing educational opportunity for kids from different backgrounds. So he's one of the authors on that piece as well. So those pieces, you can get them by looking in our Google Drive. In our Google Drive, I have our readings and articles listed in order of the author's last name. So you can see this one is the LaCour piece, Learning from Schools That Close Opportunity Gaps. And Kevin Wellner was one of my professors when I was at the University of Colorado. And then Gloria Ladson-Billings, who is very well known for her work in culturally responsive teaching. We're going to read her article titled From the Achievement Gap to the Education Debt. And this was an address that she gave to our large conference, American Educational Research Association conference, about 10 years ago. So it's interesting to look and see maybe what has or hasn't changed since then in the last decade with regards to teaching kids from different backgrounds. So go ahead and read those 2 pieces, and you're going to be participating in our discussion forums this week. And that discussion forum is here. These are our small group discussions, so you'll be participating with the other people who are in your group for the small group discussions, and you'll be in that same group throughout the semester. I put y'all in 3 different groups. So if we look at mine, I have a lot of forums here, but you'll just, if you're in group number 1, you'll see your forums. So what you want to do is, in my humble opinion, read the articles, take notes on them. It might be helpful for you to look at my questions prior to reading them or as you're taking notes. And then you want to select one of these questions to respond to in a little more depth. So you're going to really, you're going to put your response using evidence and support from the article and making connections to your own teaching context. So this one focuses primarily on Gloria Ladson-Billings' article. This one focuses on both of the articles. And when you're doing your small group discussion facilitation, you're going to need to find outside resources as well. And that's what this topic is about. For this topic, I found 2 outside resources. One is an article by Nicole Hannah-Jones called Segregation Now. And so you can check that out. It's about school segregation in the current era. And then the NAEP, which is our National Assessment of Education Progress, they have recent, in Ladson-Billings' piece, she talks about data from NAEP from 10 years ago. So here we can see what has or hasn't changed on their website. So check those things out, and you're going to respond, and then you're going to engage with your peers. So give a try to post your initial response by Wednesday or Thursday of the week, and that way you'll be able to go back and read what your peers thought and respond to them and have a good conversation. It's difficult to have a good online conversation if everybody posts on the last day. So please do avoid that. You won't get full credit if you have the habit of doing that. So that's thing number one. Thing number two, which I think a couple of you have already completed, is to complete your cultural awareness survey. And this is just a survey that gives some statements about your beliefs about students from different backgrounds and your own personal experiences with, with interacting with people from different backgrounds. So you're going to rate each item. You can make a copy of this. And if you go to the one on As You Learn, I think it actually, yeah, if you go to the assignment on As You Learn, it will prompt you, and you go to this one, it'll prompt you to make a copy. So you can just click on that and make a copy. You can make a copy or you can download it and do it like a Word document. You can submit it either way. And so you're going to put in your responses for each, and then please select 3 items that you want to tell me a little bit more about. So number 1 says, I think of myself as colorblind when it comes to my teaching. I could, agree or disagree and explain my response a little bit. But you don't have to do that for every single one. So just choose a few of them that you want to tell me a little bit more about. I'm hoping that this initial little survey will help you think a little bit about some of your biases as relate to your initial reflection assignment. And that's the other thing that you should do is check out the initial reflection assignment on our syllabus. It's described pretty thoroughly on our syllabus. But you can check out the assignment description and the rubric and start thinking about what you want to include with that. And again, I'll post a video to describe that assignment more specifically sometime this week. Finally, most everyone selected a literature circle text, so y'all are all good to go with that. Please go ahead and order your book. And everybody's in a group for your small group discussions. So this week I'm facilitating the discussion as well as I think next week. And then the first time that you're going to be facilitating with one another is February 5th. So if you're signed up for February 5th, like for example, Mitzi, Michael, I signed you up for that day. And Matt, who I also signed up for that day, and Caroline. If you're signed up for that date, you all are going to want to look in our Google Drive and look at the readings that are in this folder called Funds of Knowledge in School, and you're going to want to pick one of these that you want to read with your group. So I'll remind you, at the end of this week so you can start thinking about that and you can let me know which one you want. But you're not going to read all of them because that'd be a lot. You're going to pick one that you think would be most interesting for you. So I think that's it for this week. Thank you to everyone for introducing yourselves using the Flipgrid. If you're having any difficulties with our course materials or if you have any problem posting in the discussion forums, anything at all, please let me know. You're welcome to email me. You're also welcome to shoot me a text. There's my cell phone number, so don't be shy about that either. I hope you have a great week, and I look forward to chatting with you on the discussion forum.